What's it?
I'm changing the store. Will be recognised as Birdz.
Birdz.
Yeah.
Nice name. Who thought of the name?
My wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Birdz kites or Birdz just birds?
Birdz, Kite Right Retail and more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the font. That's the actual.
Yeah, I've been working with a local designer.
Yeah.
There's a few things I want to change on it. A little bit of extra style, but that's what we got.
So why the birds? Why birds? Is there a
well,
flight, I guess.
Flight. Yeah, got your wings.
Yeah.
Ready to fly.
Yeah.
Birds soar. They're the ultimate in flying.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well,
we all want to fly with them. It's good when you're flying with a bird too. You got often when you're kiting, the eagles around the come and soar next to your kite and check you out.
Yeah.
And my wife actually said how she goes, "Oh, you should call it Birdz because you've been having to wake up extra early in the morning,
like the birds,
so you can go and kite in the arvo." Work hard in the morning, get extra play in the afternoon.
Oh, cool.
And I said, no way, birds are all about flight.
Yeah.
Everything about a bird is awesome in the air, and we all want to fly. That's what a kite's about.
So
you buy a kite, you get your wings.
Well, that's it, hey? Yeah. No, good idea.
Yeah, so that's what the tagline, Kite Right Retail and more.
Okay.
The reason I have more is because I have the whole range of the clothing apparel.
Oh, give us all your clothing.
I love the fashion,
Well, it's growing.
Culture.
It's got, when I went to Spain, Europe, the clothing there was amazing compared to here. There's nothing here. Over there, everybody wants clothing.
Yeah.
Even my t-shirts, everybody wanted my t-shirts. So I think the real growth in the sport is clothing.
Yeah.
Not lessons. You know what I mean? The image. People want the lifestyle. They want the image. And I think clothing is a really good idea.
Yeah, well, they got the Ion's such a big brand.
Yeah.
When you've got through the wet shirts. So they're so heavily attached to kite surfing now, and they've really grown. And they're not only just kiting; they're across every major extreme sport at the moment. And the bike, the wake, the skate.
That's it. Well, the thing about I find with kite surfing, it's changed now because you've got kite racing, you've got landboarding, you've got buggy, you've got other stuff in there. So whereas like freestyle kite surfing is important, but the sport's moving into more areas.
Yeah.
Strapless kiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the strutless kite's coming back.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
So it's changing, whereas before it was just, kite surfing freestyle. Now there's more into it, and that's why I find it exciting at the moment, because we're going into new grounds, which is more way to make money. You know what I mean? Because to tell you the truth, I've been kiting for 20 years, and everybody that I've spoken to is just barely making it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle, not a money-making machine. And I think because when you put so much time and effort in it, you deserve to make a living out of it. Especially instructors out there that are working their butts off, and because you have a 1 week on, 1 week off because of the weather, you can't be a professional.
Yeah, well, it's a 6-month sport up here.
Yeah, I know, which is annoying. You know what I mean? And I believe there's a chance that we can have the sport being all year round in different manners. You know what I mean? And this is what's so exciting about the sport, like hydrofoils. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Racing.
Yeah.
Racing's getting really big around the world, you know what I mean? They regard it as being a lot of interest in.
What's up, dudes?
More kiters. This is what a real kiters look like, you can tell.
I'm a learner.
I know, you look like a kiter already. I said, but look it's the best thing out, you know what I mean? That's why we're talking about clothing, you got to wear the right clothes.
Yeah.
If you wear the right clothes...
I guess I first invest on the...
No, clothing! You got to look the part. You look the part, you're halfway there.
For now, it's hard. First I gotta learn.
Oh, what's your name?
Nino.
Nino?
Alessandro.
These guys are going to be kite surfing all over the place. See ya.
Unexperienced, they haven't done it well.
Nothing, never before. Newbie. Saw it on TV, I want to do it.
If they're going down to Sydney, we'll send them to you.
No, just here.
Coming to Cairns,
Yeah.
no, well, Kite Right is the longest established kite instructing school in Cairns, so I've got an alliance with them. The idea is you come in with me, I'll take your details, register you as being an interested learner. I'll pass your details on to Chris from Kite Right. He will sign you up for the lessons, which is 2-day lesson. First day is $300, second day is an additional $200, and that's for each day after.
Okay. And when you say, how long are the lessons?
It's about 10 a.m. till 4 or 5 p.m.
So it's a full day?
Full day.
Which is great, because you can relax, rest, not stress about how much time you got to lesson. It's a good idea.
Yeah, well, all the gear's there too.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day, being on the beach all day. If you can't get the full day, we also bank it across a series of days, so you don't have to be committed to a whole day out there. Then basically you're in the team.
So as a beginner kite gear, I mean, what would be a general entry level what sort of offer can you give a beginner for entry-level kiting gear, like all the gear, generally?
I give 100% rebate off a complete set for you guys. So me as a shop will look after you by letting you effectively teach for free.
Okay. So if you buy the gear,
Yeah.
straight away, you get your
Straight
lessons
away.
for free pretty much.
Yes, and then if you come back through me, once you've registered through me, if you buy the kite, the harness, and the board, I give you the $500 off that full set.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get into sport, you're going to need to have the gear.
That's right.
You know, otherwise, you're just not going to do it. If you just have lessons, without the gear, you'll give up.
That's right.
You need to have the gear to encourage you. Oh.
Well, if you've got the right gear, your progression is accelerated. Instead of teabagging everywhere, you're actually
I know.
at speed on the water.
Totally agree with you. If you want to get into sport, you need to have a kite. And the right kite for the beginner.
Then the other thing is, if you can't afford the budget for a brand new one, which is around $3,500 to $4,000, we can then source cheaper gear that's out there. I
Okay.
mean, I've got run-out kites from last season. We've got used kites.
So a used gear would set you back? Good quality.
Good quality. I wouldn't want to spend under $1,000.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's $600. You don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
$1,000. You should rely on a full season out of
Okay.
that. And then you're avoiding spending $50 to $500 replacing compartments.
Well, that's it. And days out. Yeah. No,
And when you're learning, you want to be on reliable gear and not sitting on the beach fixing it all the time.
and it can be dangerous when things go wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's important, you know. I mean, I always say to people, you need to have a kite. So if you're going to get a kite, get the best gear to start off with.
Yeah, invest in the kite. That's number one. And your harness.
Yeah.
You know, your harness is your glove. You want it to be comfortable.
Yeah.
If it's uncomfortable, you're
You're
not
gonna
going to be out as often.
Yeah.
And with cairns, most of the people that get into it are the crew that come from down south and they didn't realise there's surf in the area, and once you put a kite over their head, they're ripping.
Yeah.
And they're back in the ocean and they're smiling again.
Yeah.
So then we
Part
have
of
the
the thing.
rainforest and the surf.
Best of both worlds.
And everyone's freezing in winter and we're kiting.
But beautiful.
at
That's
22
why I'm
degrees
here.
and 40s.
That's why I'm here. Too cold in Sydney right now. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
Go back
Cool.
to suntan.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, excellent. And
Then for the top of the range, we really, with Birdz, what we want to do is always have the premier kites with the North, the Nash and the Cabrina. So the guys that are ripping, they know that they're going to get the world's leading brands, and they don't really are overly concerned with paying for quality because they know that the kite that they're getting is the best on the market.
Look,
And
I agree with you. You know, for a few $100, it's not worth it. Not when you're walking performance. You know what I mean? You go for the best. That's why people. I either go cheap second hand that you can get best later on, or go for the best.
yeah.
You know what I mean? The in between stuff, it's just false economy. Well, that's the future. The children. So if you don't teach your children, there's no future.
Yeah, well, we've got the harnesses too. I think I just put my son Zany's 6. I just put him on.
6-year-old.
Yeah.
Is he kite surfing?
I've got him on, there's the, it's in the car actually. I took him out on the weekend. So we got a 3.5 metre Buzz from North.
Okay.
That's fully inflated kite.
Yeah.
It's on a
And he's loving it.
line. Yeah, he's enjoying it. And then
So when you come to Cairns, come to Birdz.
Birdz, yeah, come see Rexy.
Yeah, Birdz.
Yeah, or just give me a call because I got another business. So if you ring 0458 586878, we can organise a time. I'll always meet you. And some of the best moments is as soon as you guys buy a kite, I go for a kite with you.
Yeah, love it.
And let's go sort you out. Make sure you're having fun.
So you have a website?
It's in development at this stage.
Okay.
It's www.birdz.com.au.
Facebook?
Facebook, I've got to work out. I've started my social media on Kite Right Retail Australia. So you'll find me there on Facebook.
Find out any information here.
Yeah, I pull up the charts. I give you an idea of the tides. I tell you where to go, when to go, how to get out to the islands and other places that are around the area, like Ants Kite Safari up at Cape Trib, where
Okay.
it gets up to 40 knots.
Yeah, I was at Port Douglas a few times. Too scary, man.
Yeah. And if you do ever want to do downwinders, we go downwinders from 10Ks to 60Ks in the
Cool.
area.
So when in Cairns, come here.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. Cool, man.
Legend.
See you soon.